Welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm really looking forward to the presentation today. When Cal called me a couple of weeks ago, he said, Mike, I'd really love you to do a presentation. And I said, oh, great. He said, I've got this 4-hour history of accounting presentation I'm dying to do. And Cal looked at me and says, you got 10 minutes and don't you dare talk about the history of accounting. And so what we're going to talk about is this great partnership that we've created. It's a three-legged stool. It's a partnership between ABELsoft, BDO, and it's with Microsoft as well. And I'm a partner at Microsoft, and I run the national outsourcing practice, and we're really excited about this partnership that we've got. And actually, there's actually another piece of this partnership that I didn't realize until we started talking to ABELsoft, that a lot of you out there are already BDO customers, which is fabulous. Thank you very much for your patronage. I look forward to working with you. But some of you that don't know who BDO is the 5th largest accounting firm in the world. We're across Canada. We've got 125 offices. We've got over 3,500 staff. But the thing that's important about the dental practice is we're mid-market focused, and that's where the dental practices normally lie. They sit right in the middle there. They're not small, they're not large, but they're mid-market, and that's our bread and butter. That's what we really focus on. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So the thing that probably most dental practices always worry about, and the thing that keeps them up at night, are really 5 things. One is, what's my overhead cost per hour to run my office? And this is super important because the lower your overhead cost per hour, the more efficient your office is. And if you're looking to buy another practice or sell your practice, everybody looks at this KPI. So you'd like to have this KPI as real as you can. The second thing that you always probably wonder about is, what's my break-even level? Because a lot of dental practices are huge fixed overheads, right? And when you've got huge fixed costs, it increases your break-even level. So what happens if something goes goofy? What happens if NAFTA collapses and there's an economic downturn? What's the break-even revenue that I need to make sure my practice will survive? The third thing, does my cash flow support an investment in new equipment? Think about it. If you're trying to drive your costs down of overheads, the thing you're probably going to do is you're probably going to invest in new technology, invest in new equipment. Well, obviously, you need to figure out how to pay for that equipment. So you need some sort of mechanism to be able to tell you, do I have enough cash flow to support, or do I need investments? And this is key. You know, again, if you're selling your practice, or even you're trying to manage your practice and make as much money as you can, you really want to know, what's my percentage of revenue for supply, for lab, for rent, and especially wages. Wages are one of your biggest costs. And the other important thing is, how do you compare against the industry? Because you may have a really, in your mind, you think you've got a really low wage percentage. And all of a sudden you find out the industry, the standard in the industry, is much less than yours. Wouldn't that be great information for you to have? And what else keeps you up at night? What's my profit margin? That's important because, you know, the profit margin is what is used to pay for your fixed costs. The higher the gross margin, the higher your practice is worth. So the gross margin is really important. All these things are really super important. They probably keep you up at night, and you're probably thinking, well, is there a solution? Is there something out there that can help me solve these 5 things so I can get a good sleep at night? Well, here's what it is. Microsoft came up with this product called Microsoft Dynamics 365. You probably say, well, I've never heard of this product before. Where did it come from? How did it evolve? And actually, this is funny because this is a product that's been out since the 80s. Microsoft bought this company in the early 2000s, and last year they took that software package that's been out since the 80s. They spent millions of dollars on it in the 2000s and the early 2010s, 2011s, and they created this easy-to-use software package that's powerful, yet flexible, and gives you the information that you need to drive your business forward, to grow your business. And the great thing about this product is ABELsoft has been able to take this product and take their software and be able to take the information from it and drive it right into the accounting system, Microsoft Dynamics 365. So think about it. Now you do not have to key the information into your accounting system. It's done automatically. And what does that help with? Well, it helps with efficiencies, but also helps with slowing down or reducing the amount of errors that you have, because it's all done automatically. Then all you need to do as a practice is just put in your expenses, right? And obviously, what does revenue minus expenses equal? Boom. It equals real-time income statements, balance sheet, cash flows. It's the stuff that you love to have at your fingertips. And that's what Dynamics 365 does. It gives you the ability to take stuff right from ABELDent, put in the expenses that you have to put in anyway, and create these beautiful income statement, balance sheets, cash flow. And if you want to add another piece to this, there's a great product. And even if you don't want to buy Dynamics 365, you gotta buy Microsoft Power BI. It's a great dashboard and KPI data manipulation package that's part of the Office group. And Peter's going to talk about the Office 365 group in a minute. But it really is a powerful package. And guess how much it costs? Guess you think a package like that costs hundreds and thousands of dollars? It costs one Big Mac meal per month. So for those of you that don't eat at McDonald's, that's $10 per month. Cheap, right? So anyways, once we got this all done, why do you want to be part of this? Well, you know what? It's part of the whole Microsoft ecosystem. That's what you want to be part of. You know, you're not just buying this point solution called Microsoft Dynamics 365. You're buying everything that Microsoft has to offer. And you don't necessarily need to buy all of it now, but what happens down the road? Maybe you don't want to use Office 365. Maybe you don't want a CRM system. Maybe you don't want to do a lot of marketing. Maybe you don't want to use the Cortana Intelligence. But maybe you do, but you don't know it. And that's the thing, is by buying into this Microsoft ecosystem, you've got these things available for you to help you grow your business. What I'm going to concentrate on today, though, is just the financials piece, which is the accounting piece of Microsoft's ecosystem. Now, the question we get asked all the time, I'm a dental practice, why would I want to go to Microsoft Dynamics 365? Well, I obviously answered the first one for you. It's integrated with ABELDent. You don't have, there is no accounting system in the world right now that automatically integrates with ABELDent. Number one, okay? Number two, you're connected to your data. The dentist is connected to data real time, any device, anywhere, as long as you've got an internet connection, you have access to your data. So if you're in a restaurant in the Bahamas and you're wondering, gee, I wonder what my expenses are like, boom, you turn on your phone, you click on the app, and there's your expenses real time right there on the screen. It's reliable. You're using the Microsoft Cloud, and we're going to talk about that. We've talked about that already. We're going to talk about that more. But the Microsoft environment, as Cal mentions, 99.9% reliable. If something happens to a server in the Microsoft Cloud, you automatically redirected on the server. It's all redundancy built in. We talked about security, and this is the big one for me. It's the roadmap. Microsoft has a roadmap for Microsoft Dynamics 365 that no other accounting system has. You should see some of the stuff that they're coming up with. And I'm going to talk very quickly about some of the things they do have that's going to blow your mind. It's a cloud environment, so you can scale up and down. We already went through that. I'm not going to go through that very much. This is the piece I love. Okay, so right now you're probably thinking, well, I just need a GL system. Yeah, okay. You need a GL system. This integrates with ABELDent. You get your revenue expenses, you get your P&L, your balance sheet, your cash flow statement. But maybe you want to do purchasing in there. Maybe you want to do purchase orders. Boom, it's in there. Maybe you want to use an HR system. Well, there's an HR module that's built right in to keep track of your employees, to keep track of their attendance, keep track of their security. Okay, and also Outlook. Obviously, you know what Outlook is, right? Outlook is the #1 productivity system in the world. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves Outlook. But how many people like accounting systems? Not many. You know, maybe me, and there might be 2 or 3 other accountants in the world that love accounting systems. But everybody loves Outlook. So you're saying, well, why are you talking about Outlook? It makes no sense. When you connect Outlook to your Office 365, to Dynamics 365, you can actually expose your accounting data right in Outlook. You never need to leave Outlook. If I want to see, well, what's my expenses to date? What's the invoice I need to pay? What's the P&L I need to have? It's all right there in Outlook. There's a link right in Outlook to Dynamics 365. You'll love it. Okay. Performance. Oh, you're not going to get better performance than this. You've got the latest and greatest servers and software. You know, Cal mentioned it earlier. The software is always upgraded, and the servers that Microsoft have are phenomenal. And there's a statistic out there that 20% of all Intel CPU chips right now get delivered straight to Microsoft because they're adding more and more server farms every single day, and the latest and great. And actually, there's a little known fact. I don't know if Norm from Cheers, but there's a little known fact that Microsoft is the only company in North America that has submarines on their balance sheet. The submarines are used to store the data off-site. And how better off-site are you when you're underwater somewhere in the Atlantic or Pacific? And finally, the speed. You know, you're gonna love the speed of the system, but the speed is not just the speed of the processing, because a lot of times you're doing accounting and it's waiting for you, right? But this is the speed of you getting your information, the speed of you being able to create the reports, the speed of you being able to get connection to all the data points that you've got right in the whole Microsoft ecosystem. It's all right there. You just have to use it when you're ready to use it. Right? And those are my top 6 points for why Dynamics 365. We think it's a great product. We've worked with this predecessor product for many, many, many years. It really works well for a dental practice. And once you got this Dynamics 365, I got to show you this next screen. Boom. Remember I talked about Power BI? The Power BI piece, did you remember it was $10 a month? Allows you to connect real time with your data. And here's just a simple little thing we did. We connected the P&L, some year-to-date variances, some budgets, right with Power BI. And there it is. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see I can use the date selector to change the date. So if I want to look at a particular month, year-to-date, quarter-date, month-to-date, it's all built right in. Anyways, I'm excited about this partnership. I'm excited about Microsoft, excited about ABELDent. I think we've got a great offering for all of you, so hopefully you get a chance to take a look at it.